Hello, and welcome to beatingdyslexia.com. In this video, we're going to be looking at some strategies that will help you to decode unfamiliar words. Some of them you may already know, and some of them you may not. But please bear in mind that none of them are set in stone. Feel free to change and adapt them to suit your needs. Once you've got into the habit of using the ones in this video, try to come up with your own strategies to help you to decode unfamiliar words. It doesn't matter what they are, as long as they improve your ability to read. And remember, only you and no one else knows what works best for you. Okay, let's get started then. Number 1. Learn the phonic alphabetic code chart. This chart basically shows you how the sounds in the English language match up to the letters. It is essential for any person, dyslexic or not, who wants to understand the fundamentals of how the English language works. If you want to then, click the Phonics Help button in the top right hand corner of this video and it will take you to a page that will show you how the chart works. Okay then, number 2 on our decoding strategy list. If you find it difficult to read an unknown word syllable by syllable, try breaking it down into smaller pieces. I generally find it easiest to read unfamiliar words 2 letters at a time. To give you an example of this, the first time I read the word initially, I read it like this: in, I, sh, or, li. Moving on then, number 3. If you find a word particularly hard to read, try breaking it down into different combinations of 2 or 3 letters. For example, the word secretary could be broken down like this: sec-ret-ari. Or alternatively, you could break it down like this: se-cre-tari. The next one then, number 4. Use the context of what you are reading to give you clues to unknown words. You probably already do this when reading anyway, but to explain what I mean, imagine you're reading a book about horses and you come across a word you're unable to read. Now, there's a good chance that this word will obviously be related to horses in one way or another. Number 5 is a very obvious one. Try not to skip unknown words that are difficult to read, even if you've come across them before in a piece of text. The hard ones are the best for practice. The next one on our strategy list then is number 6. Try to read challenging books. Now, it's difficult to say what a challenging book is, as everybody's literacy skills are different. But don't pick a book that's too difficult. Reading should always be enjoyable. Finally then, number 7. Always try to pronounce unfamiliar words the way that sounds most correct. It can be difficult to know how to pronounce some unfamiliar words. I always try to pronounce them the way that sounds most like a real word, or to put it another way, the way that sounds most like an English word. There you go then. There's a few strategies to help you to decode unfamiliar words. I found everything in this video to be useful at one time or another, but that doesn't matter. You should be thinking about what works best for you. Beating dyslexia is all about understanding how you personally learn.